reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. When the Magi had departed, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared to Joseph in a dream and said, "Rise, take the child and his mother, flee to Egypt, and stay there until I tell you. Herod is going to search for the child to destroy him." Joseph rose and took the child and his mother by night and departed for Egypt. He stayed there until the death of Herod, that what the Lord had said through the prophet might be fulfilled. "Out of Egypt I called my son." When Herod had died, behold, the angel of the Lord appeared in a dream to Joseph in Egypt and said, "Rise, take the child and his mother, and go to the land of Israel, for those who sought the child's life are dead." He rose, took the child and his mother, and went to the land of Israel. But when he heard that Archelaus was ruling over Judea in place of his father Herod, he was afraid to go back there. And because he had been warned in a dream, he departed for the region of Galilee. He went and dwelt in a town called Nazareth, so that what had been spoken through the prophets might be fulfilled. He shall be called a Nazarene. The Gospel of the Lord. When you really think about it, Joseph played a most important role in the birth of Jesus and in keeping him safe after he was born. And yet, very little attention is given to Joseph by the authors of the four Gospels. But what little is written about Joseph gives us a great sense of his character. Joseph had what we often refer to as strength of character. Strength of character to put aside his own needs and desires, his own insecurities or hurts, and be there for other people, as today's gospel so clearly illustrated. The ability to be there for others, the ability to see beyond one's own wants and needs is key to entering into healthy relationships, whether as a spouse, a parent, a grandparent, or even as a single person. And it's a challenge for the average person. A man who married at the age of 30 described the struggle to grow to be a person for others. He said, "When I first got married, I thought I was the most giving, kind, generous, outgoing, unselfish person. But I came to realize I am one of the most selfish, self-absorbed people around. And I'm brought up against it constantly because the challenge is always there. Doing what I know I should do versus doing what I want to do short term. I get home from work. It's been a long day, and I'm tired. And what I want to do is crawl into my own little man space or cave. I want to escape. I don't want to worry about a relationship or anyone or anything else. I just want to immerse myself in a hobby or a project or anything where I don't have to think. And yet I know I ought to focus on the principal relationship in my life and spend more quality time with my wife. I need to realize that she has needs and wants. And above all, I need to listen to her. He went on to say, for 30 years, my life was about me. It wasn't about anyone else. And now that I'm married, I realize my life can't be about me anymore. It's about us. What this man described in those wonderfully perceptive words is the journey from a me to a we mentality, from independence to interdependence. When you think about it, it's one of the most challenging and difficult aspects of life, but it's essential for healthy marriages, healthy family relationships, and healthy single relationships. In fact, as a single person, it can become much easier to become self-absorbed and to justify it. One has to remember that one still belongs, even if one is single. One still belongs to a family. One still has relationships that need to be nurtured and cared for. And so maybe as we begin a new year in a couple of days, the most important resolution that you and I could make would be to spend some significant time reflecting on our own individual personalities, our ways of acting and reacting, and just to ask ourselves at the end of that time, when I look honestly at myself, am I living in a culture of me or a culture of we?